You want to be a friend of Cartel?
Ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the studio, they are the most dangerous podcast in sports entertainment. Crishaun the Don and Wunda from Kayfabe Kartel.
You're staying. You belong to the cartel now.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most dangerous podcast in sports entertainment. Kayfabe.
You ready? It's the Kayfabe Kartel.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and we are here to talk about your favorite realest sport in the world.
WNBA?
Oh God. There's a lot of Ric Flair flopping going on over there too, but we'll WWE wrestling. God damn, that fucked me up. All right. Well, we had a pretty eventful couple weeks. I think we missed we've been a little spotty.
Yeah. We were really spotty. We just missed a week.
We missed a week.
A week with the PLE. That's it. The PLE, man. We didn't do a PLE review.
You're right. A week and a lot of stuff happened in that week.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's just start off with the biggest thing that happened, which just happened on Raw.
Yeah.
And actually, that's going to be our promo of the week.
It's the promo of the week.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
Jumpy, beep.
Burger after burger after burger.
Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the promo of the week, the debut, the long-awaited debut of the Wyatt 6. I believe it's official. I see it haunting us in the background there. So I believe that's the official name, the Wyatt 6, right?
The Wyatt 6.
But it's 5 of them, so I assume maybe Bray is the 6th.
Bray is the 6th. The Lantern is the 6th.
Yeah. The spirit of Bray Wyatt is the 6th member. Because that's where a lot of people are going, where it's like, oh, there's going to be a 6th member, and I'm not so convinced on that. I think it's more of a spirit.
And if it was a 6th member, who would it be? And what would it be? Because all the characters are filled. Alexa
Bliss?
As what?
I don't know. That's
as Alexa Bliss?
As what she was before, but that's just lazy to me. I assume she's going to be revisited into this storyline at some point.
Yeah, because you remember before Bray passing, they were starting to get into Uncle Howdy
haunting her.
Yeah.
About her past with Bray and turning on him and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But let's just talk about the thing itself, the segment itself. So basically, it starts off like a normal Fiend entrance, which is just a tribute to the Fiend.
Yeah, the door again, same door.
The door again. If you notice, they kind of after that they just ignored the door.
They went. You know what kind of pissed me off with the filming of that, bro?
What?
The fact that they went around the door. They didn't go through the door.
Yes. And the fact that when they came out, they didn't come out of the door.
No.
Like I felt like that would have been the shot of them coming out, finally come. That's the whole payoff of the door. No, somebody coming out of it.
But I think just because Bray just did it, it's kind of cliche to do it again the same way.
Maybe it's their symbolic thing of like that was just the tribute. Now this is the new thing.
This is the new thing. Yeah.
This is our thing now.
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to be down on it at all. I thought it was amazing. It was a great debut to me. I thought it was it was captivating because I've never seen anything like that where they literally had a massacre in the backstage massacre. I thought it may have played off a little bit better if they showed Uncle Howdy first and then revealed the new characters.
Yeah. Honestly, no, because Uncle Howdy is the one. They had to put him last. Just like when Bray came back, they put all the characters first and then it was him. So they're just doing it that way. And it kind of, I like that little arm thing he does when he's.
I love that shit. I don't know why.
But for him to turn around and do that, and there was a massacre, that shit was lit.
I almost popped when he did that.
Yeah,
because he lifted his hand. I'm like, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love little details like that. I thought everything was great because then they slowly exposed or revealed. First they revealed Rambling Rabbit, which was Eric Rowan.
Eric Rowan, yeah.
He had the
no, actually, they revealed Nikki Cross first. She came out first.
Yes, sorry, you're right. Nikki Cross looked great.
Yeah. Still looking kind of dumpy, but it's all right. And what's up with you
it's
white
gonna
people?
work though.
What's up with you white people thinking it's scary to see hair across the face, bro? That's like every scary woman or white woman in any scary movie has to have their hair over their face.
It did look like The Ring.
She looked like she walked out of a TV screen for real. Like, y'all get it together. Get more creative with horror, please.
I will say that's when Nikki Cross came out, I was a little nervous. Because I was like, uh-oh, this might be kind of lame. But then the rest of it played off very well.
Yeah.
Because I did feel that too. I felt like it was a little generic at first.
Mm-hmm.
But then, they brought us backstage. We see Rambling Rabbit, Eric Rowan, and then they go into the other side. He has a bunch of... Wait, let me just say this. They had a bunch of throughout this whole thing, there's a bunch of wrestlers just piled up, knocked out, bleeding.
Just knocked the fuck out, bleeding on the floor. There's blood splatter on the walls.
Yeah, like
someone got murdered.
Yeah.
It looked like they put a bullet in Chad Gable's head, bro. Like that nigga was dead.
It was a massacre. It was like a murder scene.
Yeah, but I want to critique just a little bit about Eric Rowan, right?
Go ahead.
Everything was cool. We know Eric Rowan's a big, strong dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you could tell that mallet in his hand was fake. The way he was spinning it, you could just tell it was styrofoam.
Yeah.
Stop twirling it, bro. Just hold it. Do like Triple H does, bro. Make it look heavy.
Or just make it a real fucking mallet.
Yeah.
Why not?
Right, a real mallet. That's true.
Yeah. He did also have the Luke Harper mask on the back of it.
On the back of it.
Little tribute to Luke Harper.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go into gorilla position. Gorilla position's completely fucked. There's sparks going off. There's monitors hanging off the wall.
Yeah.
Everything's flickering. And then in the corner
coming out the floor.
Yeah. And then in the corner, we see Mercy the Buzzard.
Mercy the Buzzard just sitting on top of a speaker, staring at all the dead bodies on the floor.
Yeah, dreaded up Mercy the Buzzard, who is Dexter Loomis. By the way, I also confirmed all of these, and I'm sure they were all confirmed anyway, but confirmed them by their tattoos. You could see all their tattoos.
Yeah.
It's definitely these people. So Dexter Loomis is going to be Mercy the Buzzard. Then we go into the next part of the backstage, and there's Huskus, the pig.
Joe Gacy.
Joe Gacy.
Could tell from his tattoos.
His tattoos. He looks like he lost a little bit of weight, too.
He lost a lot of bit of weight.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was just seeing that, but and has he been off NXT though?
He's been off. He's been off for a few months, probably 3 months now.
Okay, gotcha.
You remember he disappeared since Schism ended.
I thought he was doing his own like little thing for
he stayed a little bit and then he disappeared.
He
they wrote
faded
him
out.
off. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And then we see Chad Gable, fucking gunshot victim.
That nigga is dead. Just
victim of the knockout game.
Which is weird because I wonder why they zoomed in on Chad more than any of the dead bodies.
Yes, and they kept him in frame for a little minute there too.
Yeah.
It also well, real quick, then they revealed Uncle Howdy finally. He walks into frame. But real quick, the Chad Gable thing, I think they did reveal that in one of the Easter eggs, the little QR codes that they had CG written somewhere.
They had CG written, and then they said you stop saying thank you. I forgot what they said after that part, but it was more like watch your back, like we're gonna have you shot in the head.
It was and leaned up against a case. Yeah, so I mean, well, it's weird because then before that, and we'll get to that whole storyline later, but before that happened, Chad Gable was like kind of setting up his own storyline, but maybe that was all just a red herring to kind of get us off the trail.
Maybe.
and now he's going to redirect himself because Gable is that kind of wrestler. If you see that he's a heel, but if somebody fucks with him, it gets to him.
Yeah.
And he's going to like try to get back at them. So I don't know, but Chad's like caught up in his own whole storyline.
Bro,
there.
they beat him back to Shorty G, bro.
He like had longer hair, it looked like.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll get back to that where the future of this is going. But yeah, the what did you think of the whole thing? I thought the theatrics, the cinematics of it was great.
All of it was great. I do have my little critiques, but like I always say, bro, I have to see more, bro. I have to see more.
I thought they could have went a little more creative with the music that was playing. The single piano key.
You just hated Bray's old theme.
No. I actually appreciated the single piano key playing for a while, but I thought maybe they should have added a little more like ambiance to that.
That's what Bray's new theme song was, but they shortened it. So I guess they just extended it this time for them. Now it sounds like Runaway Love from Kanye for the first. Like,
yeah.
I get it.
We're at you. That's what I was waiting for.
Bong, bing. No,
but yeah.
I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10 for. I just have to see more because it gave me Extreme Rules vibes when Bray came back. Even coming out with the lantern, they all formed up. He picks up the lantern. I didn't even like the "We're Here" and the blowout of the lantern. It was kind of like, I was like, okay, y'all are here. Y'all blow out the lantern.
I get. Go ahead. Sorry. Finish.
They didn't even like cut it off like the way they did with Bray. He like blew the whole. It looked like us when we finished the show.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, you're right. It was a little shoddy. It was a little shoddy. But I think this debut was 10 times better than Bray's debut. I thought the whole like I got to disagree with like some of your critiques. I thought like the We're Here was good. Maybe it could have been delivered a little bit more like vicious. But he doesn't have the same voice that Bray has.
Damn, Bo, you had like a year and a half to figure this out. It's 2 words. You could have been in the mirror this whole. I'm here. We're here. We're here.
A little more rasp to it.
Yeah.
And then it was we're here.
Hi.
What's up? Yeah, it was a hey. I thought that could have been delivered a little better. Again, we're nitpicking though.
It's nitpicking.
I think both of us
much so nitpicking. Yeah.
We have to nitpick a little bit. Because overall, I think it was great. Even you giving it an 8 out of 10 is great. Yeah. I'd give it a 9.5 out of 10. I thought it was probably one of the best wrestling debuts we've ever seen.
Only thing that will make it a 10 for me is if when they were in the back, they really zoomed in on who's on the floor just to show what kind of strength they have. Because in speculation, they said it was Braun Strowman, Triple H, Adam Pearce. They said even Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes was knocked out in the back. I personally didn't see none of those faces other than Carmelo's fucking braids.
I saw Carmelo's braids. We definitely saw Chad Gable.
Yeah.
You have some pictures here, right?
I have some pictures, yeah. So here you could tell that's Carmelo's braids. I think that's Luwick on top of him, or it could be. It's not Gunther. I know that.
How he's dressed, that looks like Kaiser.
It looks like Kaiser, right?
That's almost definitely Kaiser.
Yeah. So there's that. And there's Carmelo. Carmelo's on top of somebody else. Carmelo just looks like he's sleeping. They look like cousins at a sleepover. Right?
Yeah, it's a slumber party.
So the next
Did they
one
drug
here,
them? Maybe they drugged them and not beat them up.
Maybe the fog just said. People say right here that that's Strowman. I don't know. It's just, to me, it looks like fucking Albert, A-Train, Tensei, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Well, I was saying earlier, if you think about it, there's a lot of bald guys with beards now.
Yeah.
That could be Ciampa. That could be
Triple H. They said this
H.
is Adam Pearce or Triple H because of the dress clothes.
It looks too small to be Triple H, I'd say. Yeah. But Adam is pretty tall, isn't he?
Adam is pretty tall.
I would say that might be just some random producer. I don't.
This is some random cruiserweight. I forgot his name, but it's a white dude with Camelo braids too. I forgot his name though, but
white dude with braids.
yeah.
Who's the dude that's fucking sprawled out on the cases? That was making me laugh the whole time.
I have no clue who that is. That's probably another production person because these all look like production people.
They're probably all just gorilla
Fat white,
guys.
fat white with a polo on. Yeah, that's production.
That could be Bruce Pritchard.
This could be Kevin Owens.
You know, it was also, we got to point out, it was smart of them, like the storytelling wise. They showed Gorilla, I think, like twice before throughout the night, but they showed it just to make sure you saw it like intact. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was really good. Good production, good TV storytelling.
This motherfucker, is that Andrade or Dean Ambrose? I don't know. Is this
Dean Ambrose?
I can't tell who that is.
This is how they're bringing back Dean.
Yeah.
This is his debut as well.
He's just dead.
Like, look, we're gonna kill two birds with one stone. That I don't know who that is. That could just be anybody.
And you see here, Camelo said, "Nope, but they are dead." So even all the comments down here, they're confused as fuck what's going on with this. But they try to confirm that the people were Camelo, Gunther, Dominic Mysterio. Oh, that could be Dom.
Could be.
Triple H, Chad Gable, and Cody Rhodes. I did not see that little platinum fuckboy anywhere. So
yeah,
that's his new name, Platinum Fuckboy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, yeah, that I guess maybe they weren't there. They were. That's why it makes me question why they showed Gable so much, so prominently that it may, and then they kind of just like flash by other people,
right?
So it makes you wonder, like maybe there's a story that's gonna push them into. Maybe Gable needs Otis and his team now. So he has to come crawling back to them, kind of thing.
Or he just takes the Creed brothers.
Or the Creed brothers against. But then they have to go.
There's a girl, so there's 4.
Now, I'm not going to put it past Triple H's booking because he's not the greatest at telling stories. But then if he goes with the Creed brothers, then they have to finish the story with Otis and Tozawa and Maxine.
It's almost getting there. Like, Otis just wants to knock his head off now, bro. So they probably will pull him from the Money in the Bank qualification and have a SummerSlam, or not a SummerSlam, but a Money in the Bank match with Chad versus Otis.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another critique I have of this though. Because I saw the Jey Uso digital exclusive after, and I get it that he was in the crowd when the whole thing went down. He was in the ring.
Yeah.
And he wasn't beaten up, but I feel like they shouldn't have done anything after all. They should have just left it like radio silence,
like old school.
Yeah, yes. Basically, like even put out a statement. Listen, no digital exclusives this week. Look what just happened. Like make it like act like it's like something really bad just happened.
Yeah. Or they probably thought with Jey Uso doing that it made it worse. Like, oh, bro, I wasn't there. Like, luckily, I'm right here. That was bad.
I'll be honest. I hated it. I hated his digital exclusive because it made it like he went comedy with it.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you should have at least you should have expressed concern or something. You know what I mean? Like it was too comedy. And I feel like they shouldn't have done that with this thing.
My other critique is that there is no other way to actually prove destruction more than destruction already happened and you're just standing there with the aftermath. But it did hit hard. It did give an essence of we're coming to fuck shit up, but Jay kind of ruined it with his digital.
As the first piece of
scary. Like I still got to go back there to get my shit, and they're still back there, type shit. That's how he should be.
It should have been on the level of like, listen, we had to evacuate the backstage after this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like tell that story, if they wanted to make it seem like total mass destruction,
You
holy
should've did
fuck.
the digital access outside or something. Like no one's allowed inside. There's freaking sirens and police lights everywhere in the digital exclusive, and he's just like, bro, I don't know what just happened inside.
Right.
You know?
And then everybody that's like holding a mic that's talking about it should be like, luckily I wasn't inside at the time. Like, treat it like a fucking news story almost.
Yeah,
you know
treat
what I mean?
treat it like a bunch of bodies are inside not moving.
Yes. We don't know what the number of victims are, that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Like they could have definitely did a little bit more. I think they were lazy on that side of it.
You think they're going to
the back end?
You think they'll be on SmackDown, or they're just going to stay with a Raw exclusive? Like, we're not going to hear from them again until Raw next week.
I get the feeling. I guess we can go into the future of what this is going to be. What's the future of the Wyatt Six?
Because it would be great if they start off SmackDown like, what the fuck happened on Raw?
I have a feeling they're just going to do a package, a video package, just rewatch the same thing that happened, and and then move on to the rest of the show, because that's how they tend to do everything, where they could tell a way deeper story of the Wyatt. Like, they could even do that and then have the Wyatt Six show up and maybe attack somebody. I don't know. Like,
did you see that that Bo wrote letters to his new members?
Oh no.
Yeah, he sent them all personal letters.
They're going Jigsaw with this.
Yeah.
Amanda.
Find it real quick.
Yeah, well, while you look that up, I think they're gonna be on SmackDown. I think they'll make an appearance, or they'll do some kind of like new vignette, or even maybe go back to the QR codes. I hope they don't do that, but I assume they'll probably show another QR code, something small to hold us over.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you though, or before I ask you that, what do you think? Do you think they're going to be on SmackDown? What do you think their plans are for this week?
For this week, to be honest, I don't think they're coming out on SmackDown. It's just not a WWE move, especially even as of lately. I do think they're going to do what we already explained they're going to do, which is put up this is what happened on Monday, and just replay the whole return.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing though, because do you think there's something symbolic about them destroying Gorilla Position? And what I mean by that is, do you think the storyline that they're going into is like on we're here to destroy WWE kind of thing?
I want to believe so, but to be real, I just think it's let's destroy the Gorilla so they know that we mean business. Like, that's all that is.
It's not a bigger picture.
We're not a bigger picture. We're just so destructive that even the fucking signs are hanging.
Yeah. Even the staff isn't safe. The non-wrestling staff, they're not even safe. Yeah. But isn't that the story that it goes to? Because, all right, from what they did, then theoretically, and I hate to go down this route, but you would have to have Triple H come out and say, listen, there's going to be, there's going to be consequences to this. And then they go after Triple H.
Well, I would believe that, but Triple H can't take no kind of bump anymore.
Yeah, but they could do smoke and mirrors kind of thing with Triple H. Lights go out, lights come back on. He's bleeding. Yeah. He's laying in the ring.
He could do that. I found it. Let me go ahead and share this one here.
No, it's already up.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Just reshare it.
Yeah.
So Bo Dallas or Uncle Howdy wrote letters to each member.
Yeah.
It's hard to read on the screen, but
I got you. I'll read it to you. All right. Please. So Uncle Howdy to Nikki Cross says, I am so sad seeing you look for.
I'm sorry. Before you do this, where is this coming from? What is this? Where's the source of this?
Uncle Howdy revealed members by writing letters to them. I'm guessing it's on his page.
Okay, gotcha.
So
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Now.
It's the Uncle Howdy to Nikki Cross. He said, "I'm so sad seeing you look for a friend and finding none. How sad for them to miss out on someone as special as you. I have watched you share. Oh no, I've watched you stare into the abyss, hoping someone would look back. I want you to know I see you. You are seen. You are loved. Come home. Your new family awaits." To Joe Gacy, he said, "You had followers and they betrayed you. They turned their backs on you, asking for help, asking for love, asking for anyone to notice you. They all did nothing. I will give you a family. Let's teach them consequences." To Eric Rowan, he said, "It is never easy to feel lost. You have lost too much already. You deserve to be set free. I know you are angry. That is okay. Let me show you what anger can do. When you are ready to take off the blindfold, come find me. You always wear your mask. You can always wear your mask." And then Uncle Howdy to Dexter Loomis is, "You had a family, you had friends, you did your best. They revealed themselves to be liars. Your family betrayed you. You deserve better. You are accepted just as you are. Come to me and I will make you brand new."
Okay. All right, so they're going with the we're all family.
Yeah. We all have
no.
We know your fucking problems. And we're gonna run with it.
I actually do like that story though. You're all sort of outcasts from your own families.
Yeah. So let's form our own.
Let's form our own family. Yeah.
Because what's her name? Indy Hartwell, whatever fucking Dexter Loomis' wife is, she is asking for a divorce.
Yeah. Is that storyline though, right?
I'm pretty sure it's storyline to fit this. Maybe not. I don't know. But Uncle Howdy did mention it. You had family. They all to become liars. So
that's interesting. I hope that's all storyline because that'd be cool. Yeah, if they were going that far with it. That's old school fucking wrestling.
Even if it's not storyline, even if it's real, that's even dope that they're playing off of it.
And they're tying it in. Yeah.
Hey man, you're about to get a divorce. She's about to take half, but we could fucking kill the Wyatt Six.
Yeah. Oh shit! They channel all that anger.
Yeah.
Right in. I like the note to Eric Rowan as well. It's almost like it's a real thing. Like you lost a lot. Like he lost his whole family. Really,
he lost all his best friends.
His best friends.
Yeah.
So kind of
I'm stuck with my fucking my best friend's little brother. I definitely would be angry.
Oh shit!
I lost everything, but still have my best friend's little brother. I'll be pissed.
Yeah. Oh, Platinum Ham. I'll put it on the screen here. Shout out to Platinum Ham. Indy and Dexter was storyline married. They weren't really married, but I think the divorce is to fit the story. Also, she's a heel now too. So, yeah, okay, that's pretty cool then. That it was all. Hey, that got me. I thought they were really married.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay, let's put the kayfabe. You know how we are. Is this gonna flop? Do you think this is gonna flop, or do you think this is gonna go big? I mean, I think we all want it to become huge and become an amazing thing. But what do we think in reality? What is gonna happen here?
In reality, because Triple H can't fucking lace a fucking story together to save his life. If Bo don't take the reins and enter his fucking Bray, this is gonna go downhill.
I could see that. I would hope that Bo has the balls to like stand up to Triple H when he needs to.
Yeah.
Because if, for instance, all those letters that he wrote, if that's all Bo that wrote those letters, like that's not WWE writers that came up with those, like that's fucking brilliant.
Listen, he
wrote the whole storyline in those letters.
He wrote the whole Dreadmere, so who can't say he can't come out there and kill? Because Dreadmere was dope.
You know, it's one of those things that we could just have a bad misconception of what Bo is actually capable of because of what WWE had him doing
Yeah,
with the Bo Leave thing. I mean, the Bo Leave thing got over though. So
I was a believer.
hey, I loved Bo, but we can't say that Bo is not capable of getting things over that probably shouldn't.
Yeah,
This is something that should get over. I think he's capable. Let's see, Loomis. I think he's good from what I've
Yeah.
seen of him. I like his work. Cross is good at her psycho shit. Rowan can play the fucking muscle. You know what it's going to come down to? What's their first promo?
yes,
And honestly, I kind of want them to do a in-ring promo. I don't want them to do a vignette pre-packaged thing. I want them to come out in the ring as the whole package and talk.
Platinum had said something, and I'm doing a little research on it right now. He said, I also heard some members change their Twitter profiles as their characters. I didn't check, though. So I'm on Joe Gacy's right now, and his has changed. It just has a picture of him as Huskus. It says, we're here as the line, and it says massacre with an upside down smiley face in his bio.
Very cool.
And then he's like, have you met the new family yet? And it has pictures of like them.
Very cool. Very cool. Now I heard Nikki Cross was like posting a lot of stuff like as just her real self, but she was putting in little Easter eggs to kind of tie into the QR codes.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like she was taking pictures of her in her living room and stuff because I think some of the QR code videos were shot in her living room.
In her living room, yeah.
Yeah, so it was to make us connect the two. Yeah, I mean, look, I like it so far. I'm not gonna, I'll have high hopes for it. I'll put myself out on that limb. I think the debut made us. I think it was to give us those. I mean, it was right in the main event spot. It wasn't like in the middle of the show. So, I think they'll at least get it over. It could last at least a year before it starts to sort of dissipate.
Unless they just keep. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm not going to do the traditional kayfabe on this one. I want it to shine because I'm such a Bray mark. This needs to work. This needs to fulfill whatever Bray's return was supposed to be.
I said it.
LA Knight.
Yeah, because he will destroy everything he touches, and I mean that in a good way.
In a good way, yeah.
Yeah. My saving grace on this is that everybody that's part of that group, I would say, except for maybe Joe Gacy, who's probably going to be the breakout star of the group. I would say all of them are basically on their this is their last chance to do something legendary in wrestling.
Yeah.
Nikki Cross.
My thing is
real quick. Bo Dallas, probably his last chance at doing something huge in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Dexter Loomis, I think he's been around for a long time. He's older.
Yeah.
So this is his last chance. Eric Rowan, of course. Again, I think this is all going to be really just to push Joe Gacy as the breakout star of the group because he has the best promo of all of them. So he's probably going to be the talker. He's going to be the Bray Wyatt of that group.
Maybe. Or maybe it's Bo. I want to know, is Bo actually going to be an active wrestler or is he just going to be a piece to the stable?
Well, him and Bray were supposed to do like a tag team kind of thing.
Yeah.
So he was going to wrestle. He was doing like active shit as Uncle Howdy. He was attacking people.
Because I wonder if we'll ever see Howdy out the mask.
That's my question, is do we see any of them out of the
mask? And if you notice, they did upgrade the Howdy appearance. Like Uncle Howdy's whole costume. Like
he has the dreads now. He has the Wyatt dreads.
Because before he looked ridiculous. He looked like a dead conductor of an orchestra.
Yeah. But wasn't that supposed to be like a tribute to one of their
Their uncle.
your grandfathers or uncle? Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. I think now the dreads are obviously a tribute to Bray, so
Yeah.
it's kind of just upgraded that. But yeah, listen, I think they all looked great. I think the group looks amazing.
Yeah.
I just wonder how do they wrestle in that? Is it because those masks were pretty big? They weren't.
Yeah. I don't think they'll ever wrestle in their mask. I think they'll take it off, just like Rowan used to do. Rowan would take off his mask and wrestle.
And they'll reveal who they are. Now I hope they don't do the thing where they acknowledge who they used to be. I think they shouldn't do that. It should be one of those things. Just don't acknowledge it. And I promise you, if this thing is great, people are going to forget fucking Nikki Cross was a thing. They'll forget Dexter Loomis doing the comedy shit.
I think they'll just forget those two. I think they'll forever know who Joe Gacy is. Because that Joe made Joe him.
Again, though, I think this is just going to be Joe Gacy's vehicle to get to him to the main.
No, Joe.
I don't know if it's main event, but
I'm rewatching it right now and skinny as shit. Gacy almost looks like Dexter.
It could be the outfit, though.
I mean, he has a short sleeve shirt on. He has no sleeves on. No sleeves,
but
and he has on skinny shorts.
I don't think they would make him lose weight to play Huskus the pig. You know what I mean?
I don't.
That would be retarded if they did that.
But the thing is, I don't think Joe was never as husky as Husky Harris.
No, but he has that. He has that body that's like that.
He has that. I'm a wrestler. I can lift weights, but I don't have muscle.
Yeah.
Body.
Trevor Murdoch body.
There it is.
Yeah. All right, let's we got a lot of other stuff to talk about, so let's move on from the Wyatt 6 here. I'm going to go with you. I hope it's going to be a huge success.
Yeah.
It has with Triple H at the helm because of his booking and how he tells stories and he doesn't finish stories half of the time. I don't have faith in him, but I hope it's
have faith in the group. Have faith in the group to surpass Triple H bullshit.
And to know in their heart, this is our last chance. We're not gonna let you fuck this up.
Even if they suck, I still have their side, just like you have Vince's. I'm that big of a mark for them.
All right. Let's see. Somebody Hot Takes Tuesday. Shout out to you, sir. Let's see. Hot take, which goes with my name. Bo Dallas was actually as talented as Bray. That's, I guess that is debatable, but
I don't even think it's debatable. What made Bray was his mic skills. Let's not act like he was a superior in-ring wrestler.
I mean, there was what I guess he never evolved. He never evolved his moveset. Because when he came real quick, when he came in and he was doing that where he was charging at motherfuckers, he could move, but he never really evolved it. So yeah, I agree with that.
I believe Bray was good on the mic and was all right in the ring, where Bo was better in the ring and all right on the mic. So it's they flip roles on what makes a person great, but they both have the equal amount of greatness or talent, I should say.
But together, they work as a perfect unit.
Yo, if they were together, that shit would have been fucking crazy.
Well, I don't know why they just never pulled the trigger with Bray having this group. I don't know if that's where it was ultimately leading to, and they were just slow burning it.
They're maybe this was it. Bray came in with the idea, bring all my puppets to life. We're gonna become a group, and then they go, okay, and what next? And he goes, oh,
right.
I didn't get there yet, but let's make the group. No, we're not making the group until we get there.
and sad to say, now
they were talking like that in the document. He had a lot of shit, but then what's the result?
You couldn't figure out where it was going.
Yeah.
But now this is what it was. Is Bo Dallas came and said, let's make this group. And they said, where is it going to go? And he said, tribute to Bray, baby.
Yeah.
And they were like, all right, green light that shit. Let's
we
go.
got to finish the story.
Finish the story, baby.
I promise you, if we could get a meeting with Triple H and be like, put kayfabe on WWE. Why? We got to finish the story, baby.
Finish the story.
They'll give us a deal. That's all it takes now.
That's all you got to say. It doesn't even have to make sense.
Finish the story.
Yeah. And listen, Bo Dallas got over a lot of like, he had more diversity in the things he got over than Bray did. Like, he got over the Bo Dallas character. The B team got over at one point.
Yeah. You have to realize the one thing that killed Bray, and we all talk about it, is his long-winded promo. Like, he'll just start going into a whole debacle where we go, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
I think that's where Bo is going to shine, where he knows where to, and he knows how to keep it with the crowd. Even Bo Lee, being an inspirational dickhead, still had the crowd going. So he'll know what to do. He knows where to stop it, know how to.
Bo, you know what? You're right. I think Bo has better timing when it comes to a live crowd than Bray did. Because Bray more or less had his promo kind of set out, and it didn't really, if the crowd booed it, it was still the same promo. If the crowd cheered it, it was still the same promo. I think Bo knows how to like change up the inflections a little bit, knows where to put the pauses, knows where to like flip a line when he needs to, make something funny when it needs to be.
And honestly, after that Massacre debut, much mic talk is not necessary. Just keep fucking destroying shit. Be suspenseful, bro. Be that. Are we going into a strange world with these people? Like, we don't have to talk, bro. Just
yeah. Well,
stay the dark element and keep it moving that way.
Much mic talk doesn't need to be done by Uncle Howdy.
Yeah,
I think Uncle Howdy could be more the guy who's just the puppet master, literally. And then you have Joe Gacy as your mouthpiece when you need to cut a real deep promo.
I feel like the way they should really execute it is every time they want to pinpoint a wrestler, the wrestler just finish a match or something, and then Uncle Howdy pops up on the Megatron, says his little weird cryptic thing about that person in the ring. The lights go dark. It comes back up. All the Wyatts are behind them.
Yeah.
And fuck them up.
Yeah.
And they do that shit every fucking week, bro.
Listen, based on what they did on Monday, it looks like they could be going into the whole thing of like abducting people and doing all that stuff that they were supposed to do with the Wyatt family.
Yeah.
I think they might actually try all that stuff. Maybe abduct people and make them become part of the group. That kind of shit.
Right.
But all right, sorry, we're talking way too long about the Wyatts. Let's move on to.
They should have put Otis as Huskis.
I've been saying that.
Capture Otis and turn him into Huskis.
He would have been perfect as Huskis.
Yeah.
All right, and Otis. Let's get to that storyline. But before we do, Otis also has the facial expressions when he gets that like really angry face. He looks fucking like dark,
deranged.
Yeah. All right. Well,
we believe Chad Gable's dead.
I think he's actually dead.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Chad Gable. Had a good run. Let's see. Well, Otis and Gable, I guess that's where we can kind of like figure out where does that go after the Chad Gable thing. Is Chad just because I want them to finish that storyline. They can't just end it on nothing.
Maybe they intertwine that storyline with it. Like maybe now he has to worry about the Wyatts behind him when he's doing shit.
You know what? It just clicked with me. Triple H is I got to rail on Triple H again. It's the shitty Triple H booking that what we got on Monday with the Otis and Chad thing, that is the end of the storyline. I really believe that now.
No.
That was them walking out, him saying we're leaving. I think that was them writing that storyline off. That was the end of it. Him pushing him, that's all we're going to get. That was the big stand up, is him leaving.
Bro, they have so many little storylines going on that I just want to see end so bad, and they're just not pulling the trigger on it.
They're not doing it.
Alpha Academy is one. Please, for the life of God, split the fuck of New Day up. Please,
yeah.
Jesus. Please.
Wait.
We're
gonna get to that later. But Alpha Academy, look, Clash at the Castle, right?
Yeah.
That was the moment that I thought, because everybody was telling me, oh, wait, you got to hold on. They're going to do it at the PLE. Bro, how many fucking times are they going to do the same thing where it's Gable is bullying the other two. Otis has a moment where he looks at Gable, and then something happens where they get bumped into the girl and she falls and gets hurt, and then he picks her up and walks out with her.
Yeah.
And then Gable standing there like, what's going on? They did the same exact fucking thing for like 4 weeks straight, and then they did the same exact thing on the PLE. Like, what's the payoff?
There's no
go
payoff,
ahead.
bro. There's no
Yeah.
payoff.
I think the payoff was what we just saw on Monday, was that he pushed him, and that was the big thing. That was him standing up to Chad Gable and then leaving. That's the end of it. And now Chad's getting foisted into the Wyatt storyline.
So their big bow out to Alpha Academy is a push and saying we're leaving, and that's it?
I think so. I really believe that.
By God, if you're right, Chris, I'm sending a extensive email to the bookie.
Bro, I'm reading it. This is what I'm reading. And let's mark this, because if I'm right, I'm gonna piss on people for this.
Oh my God.
Chad Gable now gets foisted into the Wyatt storyline, and he needs help. And he has to go back and say sorry to Otis, and
they're going to tell him to go fuck himself.
Yes, but then they're
going to be alone.
But Triple H storytelling, we're gonna get fucking 8 weeks of him trying to get Otis and Gable to help him out with the Wyatts. And meanwhile, that's going to completely destroy the Wyatt. It's going to kill the Wyatt momentum. Because they're going to be tangled up with the Gable thing. And it's going to bore everybody to death.
The thing is, and I it's crazy you say bore everybody to death. We're the only ones bored of this shit, bro. As many times as I've seen these people thinking that this is the best fucking storyline since the Bloodline is ridiculous to me. I'm thinking that it got so bad that people, wrestling fans, have to polish shit now. They just take a piece of shit and they polish it real nice and shiny and go, look at this shit. It's so shiny.
Bro, you're right, and I'll tell you how I know what you're talking about. I watched a fan-made vignette about the Otis and Gable storyline.
Yeah.
And it got me more invested in that storyline than Triple H's writing or WWE's writing.
The fact that they're making vignettes for the fucking for Alpha Academy shows that they care about it.
But this is where they fucked up on the whole storyline, right? Because they're doing this whole thing of like, we're family. This is why this is why Otis has been this devoted to Chad Gable to where he'll take a whipping from him, is because they're family, right? But the thing is in the fan-made documentary fan-made vignette, is that it was all clips from them like in the ring. And it's like, if they're family, they should have had vignettes, WWE made vignettes, where they were outside of the ring, like having fucking Thanksgiving dinner together.
Yeah, in the gym.
Christmas together. Like where you're like, oh shit, these guys actually like they're actually fans. So when you do the playing the Otis clips over him saying we're family over those visuals, it makes more sense.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So that's where they fucked up on the storyline. That's why. And if you notice, every time that Otis stands up to Gable, that pop is getting less and less and less.
Yep.
Like the moment should have been in Scotland.
There's no moment in Scotland, bro. They probably
Scotland. Don't get me started yet. Actually, let's wrap this because I want to get in Scotland. We got to figure out a term for Triple H's booking, because I was calling it like one step booking in my head, where it's like we're just gonna take or baby step booking. How about that?
Let's call it brochuring, because he's not booking. He got a pamphlet.
It's imagination booking. Just imagine Otis and Chad having family time together.
It's called damn, what's the word? Technically, insert here booking.
Ad lib booking.
Use your own mind to book this match. Use your own mind to foresee a story.
It's literally fantasy booking in real life. Like, he's booking us stuff, but you have to have a fantasy of what's the backstory.
It's a real fantasy booking, like
actual fantasy. Oh my god, I can't figure it out. But it's so cowardly.
Have you ever applied for a job on Indeed and had none of the qualifications, but still applied for it and said you did?
Yeah.
Triple H booking. Oh, I can do it, Vince. Hey, Dad. Yeah, bro, I'm a pro at it. First day on the job. What the fuck did I get myself into? Hey, Rock. I need your help, bud.
I need your help. Call it not Vince booking. All right. Well, yeah, I really believe that was the end of the Otis Chad Gable storyline. They're just all going to split up now. Sadly.
Oh boy, I don't want it to be over yet. It can't finish like that, bro.
That's it.
It has to finish the story, Chris. The story wasn't finished.
It's a no ending. It's just it's a Japanese. That's how Japanese write their movies. There's no real ending. It's all up to your interpretation. All right. Well, you brought up two things. Which one do you want to go to first? I kind of want to hit Scotland.
No, let's just do Scotland, bro.
All right, here we go.
Get the hell out of my ring!
Get him the fuck out of here.
No, how do we do a get him the fuck out of here on a whole country?
Not the country itself, but wrestling fans in Scotland, y'all need to get the fuck out of here, bro.
Let's make it even more specific. The crowd at Clash of the Castle.
Okay. If you guys, whoever in Scotland bought a ticket to Clash of the Castle, never buy another fucking event for wrestling.
Listen, there's a thing where people, because I've been arguing with I don't know what UK idiots on Twitter, and they're going they're kind of equating that, like, just because they're loud, that makes them a good crowd. There's a point where that crowd, like, first off, they were doing the same fucking chant for 3 hours straight.
Yeah,
the same exact chant.
But you got to understand, in Scotland, they do have chants for their sporting events that they do the whole fucking game, from soccer to whatever the fuck they play.
Listen, just because they can do a fucking Euro trash,
and Ireland too, they do the same shit, bro. Like,
just because they have the fucking stamina to do a Euro trash soccer chant for 3 hours straight doesn't make it a good crowd. It doesn't make it a good wrestling crowd. Yes, because there was a point where, like, it was during the Chad Gable Sami Zayn match where they were literally just chanting the same thing throughout the whole entire match. And there was a point where both Sami Zayn and Chad Gable were, like, looking around like, are they even, like, paying attention to us? Do they even know what we're doing right now?
Bro, like we explained before, I believe their crowd was like a crowd in Japan and China. They got forced to sit down in the seat. They put a red light on to start cheering. Their fucking wife and kids were in the back with a gun to their head. And they're like, y'all better fucking make some noise in this stadium.
No, I didn't get that feeling. I got the feeling more that it was like a bunch of drunk Scotlanders.
Of course they're all drunk. They all had hot beer.
Yeah. They all have fucking Braveheart genetics.
And I'm pretty sure there was more fights after the show than the actual booking of the damn event.
Yeah. And there were better fights in the stands than in the ring. That's the thing. Like, I don't understand where they're like, oh, that was such a great crowd. They weren't engaged in the show at all. And also, like, the show that they were watching was kind of shitty. So I do get maybe they were like I feel like they were just so drunk they didn't care what the fuck they were watching. They were just all happy to be together.
You know what it was?
Fine, have a great time, but it's not entertaining for us. It was
They're
annoying.
dick riding so much that I feel like since they put Cody and AJ first. Oh, I got my ticket worth. I saw Cody Rhodes do the disaster kick 20 times.
Yeah. I saw
the rest of the show, fuck it.
I saw 30 springboards to 30 different moves.
I've seen the worst. Where's the table? Oh, there it is. Oh.
Bing bong boom.
Coins fly out and shit.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I mean, you didn't think it was a banger?
Bro,
was it a banger?
every I don't know who constructed that ring, but those ropes were tight as shit. And
everybody was slipping on them.
There was not one match where there was not a botch with that fucking rope. The whole night.
Every match had a botch. Yeah.
Every match had a botch with the rope. Sammy couldn't get Chad over the rope. Damian got his legs locked into the shit. AJ tumbling over it a few times.
Well, you know what? Let's tack on a get him the fuck out of here with the people who are going after Jade Cargill, because they were like highlighting hers for some reason.
Yeah. And like I told you earlier, who needs to get the fuck out of here are the Dave Meltzer AEW dick riders, because once Jade Cargill jumped ship from AEW and we're like, yeah, she could come over here, go into I can't even say the word.
Developmental. Yeah.
Developmental, and she'll be a fucking star because of how they dick rided her.
Sorry. Before you say that, our critique was always she has a good look. She just needs she can't work in the ring. She needs some work, and she needs to figure out mic skills a little bit.
Yeah.
But sorry, go ahead. What are you going to say?
Jumped ship from AEW, came to WWE because of the hype of her from that dumbass crowd. Triple H goes, we got to put her straight to the top.
Right to the main roster.
Right to the main roster, where she still didn't get what she needed done. Yeah, she took a few months off and did some training. It worked a little bit. Some of her moves look a little bit less crazy looking. She still needs some fine tuning. We know this. But here comes the AEW people now trying to disguise like they're not AEW fans. Oh, man, look at that bot. She's so terrible. She needs training. No, that's y'all.
I thought she was going to be better in WWE. Yeah, but then it's funny because they're only giving, and it's like I was telling you off air. Basically, that crowd and the Dave Meltzer himself, he's basically the CNN, how CNN is for the Democrats, that's him for AEW.
Yeah.
He's always going to tell their narrative. He's always going to dick ride them. They're always great.
He's the Anderson Cooper of wrestling.
Exactly. Dave Lemon. Like, actually, all of them. All of them at CNN. All of them are literal faggots.
Matter
and
of
I'm pretty sure.
I'm adding him on it too. He's a Trevor Noah of wrestling.
I'm pretty sure the only pussy Dave Meltzer has ever seen is when he bought Sable's Playboy.
The only pussy Dave Meltzer's seen is the one he came out of.
That one too. And he didn't see that because he basically doesn't have eyeballs.
And like I said earlier,
his brow.
Crazy pig eyes. But I said it earlier and I'll say it again. Most wrestling historians are all virgins. We never heard Jim Cornette say, my wife and kids. There's no Jim Cornette Jr. There's no Dave Meltzer Jr.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
All the dark side of the rings when they show some crazy, weird tales of a Crip guy in the fucking archive room with a bunch of articles like, hey, I've been studying wrestling for 45 years. We know you never got pussy, bro.
That's why I know, like, I can almost tell what people's like political beliefs are now based on the things they enjoy in entertainment. And that's why I always called AEW liberal wrestling.
As soon as they start reviewing women wrestling.
Yeah, and they're treating it equal. Oh, like get the fuck out of here. That's why it was a great segment. But yeah, bro, I think all of that ties in together. I think that's why that crowd, like the people who they cheer for, the crowd in Scotland, that UK crowd, I think that's what they like, that type of wrestling for the most part.
Yeah.
They love it. I don't get it.
I don't know. I really don't get that shit either.
But then it's like they overrate even their crowds. Because I'm like, how is that a good crowd? You guys chanted the same exact thing for 3 hours straight. Nobody knew what the fuck you were saying.
Platinum
and then their only response to me has always been, it's better than American crowds always chanting the what thing. And I'm like, you motherfuckers chant the what chant too.
And we do way more than the what thing, bro.
Absolutely.
When their share blows, we get the ooh, ah,
yeah,
ooh,
yeah,
boo, yeah. Shit,
like,
we went to events and hyped the crowd up, bro. We've gotten chance to start that fucking crowd, bro. So I don't get what they're talking about.
They go, oh well, you Americans,
you Yanks,
you have no culture. As if like fucking wrestling chants are like that deeply culture. It's wrestling.
You Yanks, y'all need to get off your arse and go out there and chant like us.
Yeah, exactly. I guarantee. And what's funny is as they say that as they comment on an American wrestling company that's 10 times bigger than any wrestling company in their countries.
The only country that could critique us and I'll be like, okay, I'll listen to you guys, it's Germany. And we don't even go to Germany because they know not to. Because they're like, what the fuck is this? This is not wrestling. Olga could be better than these bitches in the ring right now.
Listen, and let me not say like it's not all UK crowds. I wasn't annoyed by France.
No, I mean
France was great.
We actually made a segment stating that these out of country events are killing us. We made this.
Yes.
We were saying that we gave them props that they're fucking lit. But
right.
Scotland, you didn't make the list, buddy.
Scotland, even last time may have been great. This time I don't know what the fuck they were on. I don't know what they were on, but UK
they
knew
Drew wasn't winning, so they didn't give a fuck.
Maybe that's what it was. It was them hijacking the show. Listen, again, UK crowds in general, I tend to love them. I think
UK
they're great.
Said, oh shit, the women won the tag team belts. That's all we're getting tonight. Let's go drink some more.
Let's go get another pint. Yeah, UK crowds in general, I love them. But also, all of you UK fans, don't pretend you're above the fucking what chant. You all did it too.
Yeah.
And you all still do it.
Yeah.
Stop.
What, you think you're better than us because you did a 10 count?
And let's be real as well, though. Philly, Chicago, New York, maybe Miami, like as of recent, because Miami will be super hyped during a fucking regular SmackDown. Like the show we went to was super hyped. I'm just saying those crowds will put up a competition with any UK crowd.
Is WrestleMania ever in UK?
No.
All right. Yeah. WrestleMania always goes to either Miami, Chicago, Philly, New York, Vegas. They will not touch y'all stupid ass arenas for anything more than a fucking Clash at the Castle. Y'all had to get your own event. You fuck boys. Y'all suck.
I got O2 balls for you. Suck on them. No, we're just fucking with you.
Yeah, that's a little payback for y'all stupid talks.
It's friendly competition because you guys were talking stupid. Like there's certain crowds I'll give you when WWE goes to Corpus Christi. I don't know why the fuck they keep going there. Dead every time. Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, Platinum Hand said on SmackDown, AJ and Cody had to scream over the crowd to do their segment because they're so loud and annoying.
and they're cheering bullshit. They're not like cheering anything that has to do with what's going on.
No, they're probably cheering their soccer team at a fucking wrestling event.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so Scotland, get the fuck out of here. Weren't that great?
Get the hell out of my ring!
Get him the fuck out of here.
Oh, just an honorable mention to get the fuck out of here. Cody Rhodes' mom, Mama Rhodes, get the fuck out of here. That was the weakest slap I've ever fucking seen in my life. That shit was trash as hell. She slapped him on the shoulder and he was like, my face. And then she smacked him in the face.
And then he was like, again. Just now you have to do a flurry of slaps because you fucked up the spot.
Fucked up. You slapped me with a fucking paper on my shoulder like you're dubbing me a fucking prince.
Would you throw some origami at me?
Yeah, that shit was terrible. Mama Rose, fuck out of here. You and your son, pack it up.
Jesus,
fuck out of here.
You know what? I can't say that. I was gonna say the whole genetic line, but you know that where they branched off.
Anybody on the Mama
roads.
side, on Mama Road side, get the fuck out of here.
Oh fuck!
If you're just
All
Dusty
right.
side, you can stay. There you go.
I wanted to bring up this because we haven't really talked about this. You brought it up earlier. This Final Testament Xavier Woods thing. What's the end game here? Is this really going to Xavier Woods heel turn?
Here's the thing. Xavier Woods, out of the whole group, still has about a decade left in him of wrestling, where Kofi and Big E doesn't. So there is going to have to be a time where these boys have to split up because Kofi's getting up in age. I think he's like 43, 44. He's up there. So he's not as spectacular as he used to be. He doesn't do the boom drop or nothing like that anymore because he's just getting old.
And he did say he's going to ride out into the sunset once New Day was
Day's rap. And even though when they did that, I watched that interview again because people were like, oh, they said when New Day's done, they're done. No, Big E and Kofi said when New Day is done, they're done. And Xavier just sat there with, this is going to be my time.
Yeah. It's Zay time, baby.
It's Zay time. So I'm just waiting for these fucking group. It's way past due. It's another little thing I want to talk about when it comes to just even New Day. The whole tag team division has just been fucking terrible as of late. We have two people with two new titles from two different brands, and they're not doing shit because they don't have competition like that.
By the way, both comedy teams.
Not
even real
one of them just became a team, and they're already plotting to break up. You can tell from their chemistry.
Actually, both of them are makeshift teams as well. Makeshift comedy teams are both tag team.
Grayson and Austin just became a thing. Awesome Truth was a thing before, and they brought it back again. It's more like a nostalgia comic group.
It's a return of a makeshift team, though.
Yeah, and it's like Rock and Sock Connection to me, to be honest. Yeah, so for them to win, and every time they do win, it's off shenanigans. I'm talking about Awesome Truth. It's trash.
I was gonna say, sorry, it's Rock and Sock Connection. Only Black Eye is Sock this time.
The Rock is not black. Only when I need him to be.
Sorry, what were you gonna... I had to throw that gem in there. Go ahead.
And then A-Town Down Under, they already bumping heads, but there is no other tag team out there that can hold the reins because Arthur's a pain. They don't use Bullet Club. I don't know why the fuck they still have a contract. They never. I never see these motherfuckers. They're just in the back sometimes talking to AJ when they want to.
They got nervous during the AJ retirement because they were like, "Don't tell them we're here. We're hiding.
We still get paid. Don't let them know that we're still getting paid."
Exactly. Jesus.
And it dies right there. There's no more tag teams. It's sad to say that the women are taking over tag team divisions more than the men.
Here's my hope for you're right. But here's my hope for the tag team division is that Triple H right now seems to be on his stable kick. So
Misfit Ring says Awesome Truth is Booker T and Goldust. Perfect.
Yes, actually. Yeah. Basically, I think Triple H is setting up, I hope he's setting up like a lot of teams for the future. You know what I mean? I know. I get you. I want to roll my eyes too at what I just said, but this is my hope: is that he's setting up these stables, he's setting up all this group shit because that'll eventually filter out into the tag team division more than anything else. To be
It's
honest,
just getting sickening. Okay, we're gonna have a stable, and the stable is gonna consist of a heavyweight champion, the tag teams, and then we're like, we're the ruler of the stables. I don't want to see that shit either, to be honest. Bro.
no, I get you. We're all gonna get all the gold. Every stable gets all the gold.
It's just gonna be stable wars, bro. Like that's what wrestling's gonna become at WWE.
Look, I think that's fine. That was kind of part of the Attitude Era. Like if that's where they're going, like
it wasn't a part of the Attitude Era. It was Evolution that started to everybody get a gold in the fucking stable.
No,
DX
not
didn't
that.
give a fuck about gold.
Well, they had gold though. They had the tag team belts for a while. They had the Intercontinental belt. But
it was a tag
gold,
team, a part of a stable that got the tag team belt.
Yes,
but now they're just making stables and they're saying it's like Spirit Squad. All 5 motherfuckers had the tag team belt and they could just go out whenever and just defend it.
Yeah, but the point of a stable, or the point of being in wrestling period, is to get the gold. That's the ultimate end game. Like even the Undertaker, as like the guy that could shoot fucking electric out of his goddamn hands, he still wanted the gold. You get what I'm saying? Like he had ultimate power anyway.
Yeah.
But having the gold is the it's just wrestling. It's a stupid wrestling thing.
Having the heavyweight belt is power. Having the tag team belts is, or the cruiserweight belt, the intercontinental belt has a little bit of power too, because it shows that you're about to go up further, just like the US belt.
But I'm just saying that's I guess that's my point. So we don't go so we don't filter off too much here.
Yeah.
Because we got the Xavier thing.
Yeah.
Like I think I get the feeling they're actually going to a heel turn with Xavier and maybe joining that group, because if you've noticed, they've been putting in little subtle things, like when what's the guy's name again? Karrion Kross.
Karrion Kross, yeah.
Who I gotta be honest, he's cutting better promos. He's not amazing yet.
If you haven't noticed, he's cutting better promos that are not in the ring.
Good point. Yeah, he's not in front of a crowd.
He's doing interview promos, bro, and that's better.
And he's doing the where Xavier will turn a corner and he's just standing there.
Yeah.
And he's got that stupid smile on his
face.
But
to be honest,
that's working.
Xavier Woods leave New Day to just go into a next group. It would be, I want just fly, little God's creature, bro. Do your own thing, bro.
What's he gonna do on his own? Xavier, by himself, is, I don't know if he's gonna he's gonna be dancey singy guy by himself.
He won't be. He could be a heel by himself.
Well, here's the thing though. If you notice, they're putting in little subtle things, like when Karrion Kross challenged Kofi, and then they showed Kofi and Xavier responding back to him.
Yeah.
It looked like Xavier was about to say, I'm gonna take on the challenge, but Kofi jumped in.
Kofi's been doing this now. Kofi's been doing this now for about a year and a half, and I don't think anybody generally noticed that he's been overshadowing Xavier every time he's about to accept the challenge. He was, "I'll do it. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna do it."
Yeah.
One time he even tricked him. They were gonna do like a rock paper scissors, and he was like rock paper scissors, and Kofi pushed him out the way and ran out to the ring. Like they even did that shit, bro. Like they've been doing this for a while.
And
he always loses.
Yeah, but you know what? That's why I maybe I'm getting an appreciation for Karrion Kross's character, because when he pointed it out, I started noticing it.
Mm-hmm.
Because even in promos, Kofi cuts off Xavier a lot.
Yeah,
like he'll just jump in, and you'll see even Xavier for a second, he'll be little pushed back by it. You know what I mean? So but he'll shake it off really quick, so you almost don't even notice it. But it's a real quick But
fake. I think they only play off each other doing that. It was a thing only because Big E was the mouthpiece.
I got you.
So now it's testing.
It was
waters,
a joke.
I guess. Yeah,
it was like a joke at first, but now it's almost
something.
like Karrion is pointing it out as a problem.
Yeah,
I know it's a joke with you guys, but he's kind of making you look like an idiot.
And even so, Big E also told them that they could add another member to New Day, and they refused to do it.
I see.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have had that group extended a longer time with.
To be honest, if Montez Ford would have left Street Profits and went the New Day, I wouldn't have been mad at it.
I mean, but Montez is a guy that could hang on his own. I don't think
Montez is getting the Ricochet treatment right now. I haven't seen Montez in months.
Yeah, you're right.
That nigga dropped a mixtape. That's how fucking bad it got. He's into music now. He dropped the album on his birthday called Happy Birthday, Tez.
He's rapping now?
He's rapping.
Ricochet?
No,
or Montez?
Montez.
Oh, okay, Montez. Why do all of them have to start rapping? Why not
Easy
start
money?
singing? Jesus. Yeah, you're right.
You have to have talent to sing, Chris.
Good point. Good point.
Or great dance moves, Michael Jackson.
All right, so final take. Do you think he's joining Final Testament? Do you think he's turning heel?
He's turning heel. I don't think he's joining Final Testament.
I could see it either way, but I think he's definitely turning on Kofi.
Final Testament, that's Karen Cross and the Arthurs of Pain, right?
Yeah.
Stupid ass group.
Yeah.
Then you're going to have a token black guy in it that's not as big as any of them. He's just going to look off. He's going to look like a little brother that's following along.
What is Paul Ellering doing there? Like, he's there for no reason, literally. Not talking, not saying anything.
All of them are there for no reason.
You're right, but I don't get why. Like
Triple H said, "Your shit. Let's make a shit group." And if it doesn't work out, get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. Oh man. All right. What else?
I'm not even going to send you to Orlando. I'm sending you to Ohio.
Okay, we have Braun. You did bring up Ricochet. There was that whole thing. We do have to cover all of that. There's a lot that went down. Braun Breaker. Well, first, let me say this. I noticed Braun Breaker isn't getting reactions like he should. I know he's a heel, technically, but he sometimes he comes out and nobody reacts to him. It's weird to me.
No one reacts to Braun because I've came to realize that every brand is different. If you came from NXT, no matter how big you were in NXT, you're still a little guppy in the two major brands. So if they don't get the push needed, a lot of people still won't know. People just know him as Scott Steiner's son. Now that he's here, like they just still don't know. I mean, they didn't follow him in NXT to know how explosive and fucking athletic he is.
My thing isn't that. Sorry, my thing isn't that he's not getting pushed. Right? I think they're pushing him pretty well. Like they've got him doing some destructive stuff. And
they got him doing destructive stuff, but who is he? That's what half of the crowd is saying if he pops out on a Monday night.
This is where I truly think psychologically, where I think WWE did fuck up on the booking. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He had this match with Dragunov, and it was way too competitive. Like Dragunov was like it was like so even, like where I was like Dragunov is like beating the fuck out of him right now. What is going on?
Yeah. And
it made him look weak because that, first off, Dragunov wasn't the guy to do that. And also Braun isn't a guy that should be having these long fucking 15-minute matches on Raw. Like
the thing about Dragunov, what I realized, because I went back and watched a lot of his NXT and before he was in NXT's runs, Dragunov did come off. He was like a Cesaro in a way. I'm skinny, but I'm strong as shit. Now I could fucking snap your neck type shit. Like that's why one of his finishers is just jumping in the air and clobbering you with his fucking forearm.
Yeah,
so
sure.
He is.
The problem is they book it like everybody watches fucking NXT. I don't watch NXT.
See, and half of us that watch Raw or SmackDown don't watch NXT. So it's hard to go, okay, these two motherfuckers, now who are they? And then you see a match like what you're saying and go, well, this man is smaller than him, but he's whooping his ass. So let's put him as the main guy.
But because I don't know Dragunov, it makes me look at Braun like he's weak. And I think a lot of people are doing that where they're like, I don't know how to like perceive this dude.
Yeah, I had to go back and watch some more matches to go, okay, he could stand tall with Braun. Like I had to go do my research for that. Average person's not doing that.
And I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not, Dragunov doesn't get me like that, where I'm like, I got to go check out his old shit.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is if they wanted to showcase that this guy is some like strongman, little strongman, why is the first guy they put him against is Ricochet? It's so stupid. They should have established this guy as a strongman first, and then Braun goes after him. But then at the same time, why do you make that be Braun's first guy? Like, Braun should be mowing through people. For instance, he had a match with Sheamus on Raw, right? Sheamus should have been Braun's first like real challenge.
Yeah.
Where he had like a little bit of an issue like trying to beat Sheamus. Like, that makes sense.
Here's the problem. Like I said, I was doing a lot of research, been watching a lot of matches, and the biggest problem is all of these NXT people that are getting moved up.
Hold on, keep talking.
They all have the Jacob Fatu problem. Meaning, if they come out and do anything, they're going to outshine half of these motherfuckers that they already put into the main light. And that's going to be the problem. We are at a time right now with WWE where we're now looking for the new faces. We're looking for the new people that's going to carry on for the next decade. John Cena's damn near done. Seth Rollins is on his legendary run soon. Roman is already in and out. So it's getting to the point where they have to create new people. So they put it into the lines of people like Gunther. I guess who else is new and getting shine right now? Chris, give me some help here. That's
the Dragon Lee they're showcasing a lot.
So the problem is a lot of these NXT people that's coming up. I put my money on people like Carmelo, even the people still that's in NXT, Ethan Page, freaking. I'll still put Braun in that picture. What's his name? Javari Evans or something like that. Trick Williams. Yeah. If these motherfuckers jump to the main, half of these motherfuckers we watch on a weekly basis is going to get outshadowed. It'd be like Solo with Jacob Fatu.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So they can't pull the trigger as of yet to put all these people from NXT over because it will kill the momentum of whatever bullshit that they're trying to push with these people.
So basically, there's like sludge. The people that haven't developed the way they should have, they're like, oh wait, we can't bring these guys up because these guys haven't developed yet. Where it's like ass backwards, like
push them to the side,
push them to the side and bring up Trick, who's like fucking way over. Like even on the main roster, he's over.
But
like,
that's crazy. The thing. For the 5 people I named, 20 motherfuckers got to go. That's the problem.
Right, but then they have the
Trick Williams come in,
Performance Center,
Karrion Kross, Arthur Zapata, all of them fucking gone. We don't even need to hear from them again if Trick comes over. Gunther Lewitt would stay relevant. Sami Zayn would even get pushed out if they bring over like Ethan Page and stuff. So it's kind of hard.
Here's also the problem. They still have this mentality, right?
And then they still don't know what they're doing with Cody. All them motherfuckers could take Cody out the spotlight.
Here's the mentality they have, right? Is that when NXT guys come to the main roster, they treat them like they're sort of like lower level. Where it's like, bro, it's wrestling. It's like you can bring somebody up and say that he should have been here and that kind of thing. Like give him that mystique where he's already advanced. You know what I mean? My point is like whenever they have like an NXT guy in the Royal Rumble, right? They'll always have those little surprises. And then they'll like get eliminated by like a mid-carder for one. Mm-hmm. And then on top of it, they'll have this like kind of thing where Michael Cole every single time throw him over the top rope and then Michael Cole will go, welcome to the big leagues, kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And that little thing right there makes them look like fucking idiots. It makes them look like nobodies.
Yeah.
And it's like, stop treating them like they're fucking a small fish in a big pond. You know what I mean?
Main eventers, mid-carders, and then there's the NXT people that come over. They really treat them like the bottom of the barrel. Right.
And it's like, sometimes you need to have like for instance, Kevin Owens is a great example. He was on NXT.
Mm-hmm.
He came over to Raw and had a match and he fucking won.
Yeah.
And look what that created.
Right.
You know what I mean? They have these NXT guys come over and have a quick match on Raw, and they lose.
All of them that came up from that first NXT won their first match when they came to the big league. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. Well, matter of fact, they came back as a fucking package as a Shield. So they came in like that.
Right.
Freaking Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens, like you said. Who else came from over there? And Sasha.
Well, I think
even females.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like they need to stop.
Baszler, all of them.
They need to stop treating it like that. Like it's like, yeah, I get that they're coming to the main roster, but stop treating them like rookies. They're not necessarily rookies.
And I feel like what Triple H does is he watches the old shit and said, let me just do the complete opposite so people don't say I'm repeating what Vince did. So all the NXT, when they come over, they're going to lose instead of win. We're not going to give them big pushes like we did all of them, but that's what created all your stars of today. Every star of today, a main eventer today, came from NXT and won their first match when they moved over.
Right.
Why not?
And that's where I'm like, I'm not a guy who's like, oh, wins and losses matter. I'm not that guy, but certain wins and certain losses do matter. Like you have to lose at certain points.
Losses
and you have to
matter when it needs to be.
It
matters when it needs to matter. That's it. Or wrestling wouldn't be successful the way it is.
Right.
Yeah, so
it matters in terms of if it plays into the storyline.
Right. I don't even
like
think,
other than that.
John Cena beat Kurt Angle that night?
No, he lost.
No, he didn't. Look where John Cena is today.
But you see, that's the subtlety.
55 changes, but hey.
But that's where I'm talking about with Braun Breaker. Is people like when Dragunov has a competitive match with Braun Breaker, it makes Braun look a little weak, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't make him look Dragunov look strong because it's like nobody knows him. Like
why they did that though, right?
Why?
Because Braun and Dragunov sold like a motherfucker for NXT when they were going against each other. So
nobody
they thought
watches it though.
Yeah, but so when they brought it over here, they thought it was going to get the same reaction, but we don't know them. So we're looking at both of them, trying to analyze who the fuck they are. They were already who they were on NXT. So for them to go at each other, it was like, yo, shit's going to be the fucking greatest match of the night.
We're trying to figure out what they are. Like you have to set what they are first and then put them into
and
the
then put them
thing.
in there. They should have had two separate matches where they fucking squashed whoever they went against and then went against each other. So at least we knew, okay.
I'm saying this is Braun is on the level like when you're giving him squash matches as his like kind of, they did the Goldberg thing, right? If you remember, Goldberg wasn't getting amazing reactions right away. Like it took like him getting like that little
20.
going.
It was like 22 when they started to really like put up sign. Well, that's when they. To be honest, I just watched the Goldberg documentary, and it was the creative team. They saw one person put up like a streak sign for Goldberg, and that's what made the whole storyline of it being a streak. They didn't know what they were doing with Goldberg.
Well, my point is though, they had enough time where they built him, right?
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is that Braun
Breaker,
didn't
give him enough time to build him because when he went against Bret Hart, it was a fucking disaster.
What I'm saying is fuck a squash match. Braun Breaker should be having squash feuds first.
This is a squash feud right now.
No, but he's not though. That's what I'm saying is he didn't squash Dragunov. That should have been a squash match, bro.
Ricochet was the example of a squash feud.
But again, bro, it's backstage beating somebody up, like attacking them when they're not looking. Like it's supposed to be perceived as a heel thing. That's why people are like, they don't know what to perceive him as.
Yeah, that's why the last match with Ricochet, he came out to the ring and drop kicked him before he could spear him through the barricade.
Right.
So it was starting to get there.
But let me ask you this. Is Dragunov, how is he perceived by the crowd? Tell me what you're seeing. Is he a heel or a baby face?
Heel. I mean, babyface.
Bro, when he comes out, I hear fucking crickets. I don't think the crowd gives a fuck about him.
The crowd doesn't know him, but when he was in NXT, he was a babyface. He's like a Finn Balor.
But that's no. This is my point, though. This is my point is that if you're like you're putting Braun against somebody who's not established as a babyface or a heel, the crowd doesn't know if they even like him. It's like you're putting two guys who aren't established against each other and haven't clarified which one is the baby face and which one is the heel.
Or maybe they're in such a mode right now where they're just neutral, and this feud is supposed to put out who's the baby face to who's the heel.
But the problem is they're doing the thing where they're like, Braun Breaker is doing all this crazy shit, right? He's like running laps around the ring to spear people and all that stuff. And the commentary is like, this amazing feat of strength. This guy's an amazing athlete. They're not even commenting on like the destruction he's doing. Like, are we supposed to perceive this as good or bad? Like, because I like it. Don't get me wrong. My judgment on my own
part
is that
that
I
shows
like
that
it.
he's a heel. Adam Pearce is what's collecting it all together to make Braun a heel. If there wasn't an Adam Pearce piece, then we would be really confused. It's him. It's now wrestler against manager, and anytime that's that. Adam,
the baby face,
I don't even know if Adam is a baby face.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I don't get. I don't understand any of it. But I'm just saying, like, I think that's my only point, is to point out that I think there's confusion on the crowd side. Like, I don't know what WWE wants me to think.
It's confusion.
But I like what Braun's
side,
doing,
which causes confusion to us. Because I want to believe they want to push him stronger than he is, but then again, with his strength, with his athleticism, he could go in the ring with Cody and destroy him, and they can't do that right now.
But they would put him against Cody, and they would have a fucking back and forth competitive match.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Is like,
but Braun will lose. They don't want that either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I love
it's
what
all because they have to protect Cody, bro. I'm blaming it all on Cody, bro.
They have to protect that type of wrestler.
That guy. It's not even a type. It's just Cody.
Hey, just because you're a big muscled up guy doesn't mean.
Too many athletes are waiting to come onto the main roster, and they won't pull the plug because of Cody. Because all of them could beat Cody. Trick could beat Cody in a first round, bro.
But what I'm saying is, like, then there's the thing of, like, for instance, Braun Strowman. Then they push him as a guy who's like, he's so big, he's unbeatable. And it's like, it's like you have to have it either way. Like, but then Braun Strowman will have a match where he's selling like a motherfucker, and it's like, bro, stop.
Misfit Ring says Braun is neither a face nor heel. He's a tweener. Remember, he speared the fuck out of Ludwig for causing the DQ with Sheamus.
I can see that they're kind of like trying to just get the crowd used to him. Yeah, used to him like just attacking anybody.
Yeah.
Beating up anybody. Like Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Randy Orton could RKO anybody, but you're like, hey, it's Randy.
It's Randy. But I think Randy is solidified a snake. So he could be a heel this week. He could be a baby face next week. It all depends on his mood.
But Braun Breaker is also he's establishing that he has like a temper problem.
Yeah, Braun Breaker is trying to tween the in between Strowman, Brock, and there's another person,
Scott Steiner,
and Goldberg, and Scott Steiner. He's trying to be all those personalities in one.
Right.
I'm gonna come out and destroy shit, but like me.
I'll be honest. I think it's gonna work. I'm not like saying that the crowd should be cheering him right now. I'm just saying, why isn't he getting, like, he's coming out and not getting reactions at all? Like, I don't even think he's getting booed heavily.
Who knows? Someone probably backstage is really saying, who's the guru of this wrestling shit that says you're not ready yet, son. You're just not ready yet.
Trips?
Nah, not Trips. I said someone that's experienced. I said a guru.
Well, Triple H is known for saying that.
I said a guru, bro. A guru said he's not ready, kid. Soon, but not yet.
Who said that?
No, I'm just saying that's probably what's saying
somebody in
that,
the okay.
Which is causing this carfunkel of what the fuck is he?
Now they look at it and they go, he's not selling in Japan.
Yeah, he's not. Right now, he's the Flex Cabana to his Rock right now, bro.
Yeah,
he'll get there. He'll get there eventually.
Now, real quick, let's just, because I did love the segment they did where they took out Ricochet.
Yeah,
because they really played that up very well. Where he got fucking destroyed. He got power slammed on the windshield of a car.
A real windshield on top of that. It wasn't a prop windshield.
real glass. And also they redid the Mysterio getting lawn darted
into the trailer.
trailer. Actually, that I got to give it to Ricochet. That shit looked fucking devastating. How he landed.
Yeah,
Looked like he fucking landed on his head almost.
the thing is that here's another thing that I'm not understanding. Like, one thing about this Triple H booking, now because there's social media and there's all these people out here and inside scoops and all these things, we don't know what's true from what's not true anymore. One side saying Ricochet is not really out of WWE, other side saying he didn't sign his contract and he's coming off the shows and that's his bow out. I don't see a lot of wrestlers that are sick of WWE and don't want anything to do with them. And I'm not going to come back on a show even before my contract is done, 2-3 months before the contract's even expired, and put out a show like Ricochet just did.
And especially like a guy like Ricochet who's getting like a lot of TV time.
A lot of TV time.
Yeah.
I don't see him just running out the company. On top of that, his fiance is now a big asset to the fucking company, bro.
Oh yeah, she is.
Samantha has became the new Lillian Garcia, bro. She's her.
And a piece of ace, huh?
And a piece of earth. God.
Yeah, I think it's just a way to, like, in case he wants to take time off or whatever and maybe go to another company or whatever. I think it's a good way to write him off just for, like, even temporarily until they figure out the contract. Yeah. So I wouldn't put too much doubt on him staying. I think he's most likely going to stay. I don't think he's going to AEW. I could see him fitting in there perfectly and breaking his fucking neck for no reason.
Yeah, no promos and all flips. Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, he'd fit perfectly in. But yeah, I love that they did the whole like thing though where basically Samantha goes to the back and she leaves with him, and then Pat McAfee's doing,
which they never really they do it but don't do it at the same time. They don't really match Ricochet with Samantha on camera.
They mention it here and there.
They mention it here and there. Or the biggest one I've seen so far, I think, is when Braun went against Ricochet and he was taunting her.
Yeah.
That was the only time where it became like, okay, why is he taunting some? Oh yeah, they're together. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, they've been playing it up for this moment, probably. Yeah. They probably were just like sowing the seeds. But
if Ricochet goes to AEW, Samantha might follow. And then AEW will get a great mouthpiece on the mic. It's something to stare at.
I think WWE actually really loves her, so I think they would like probably throw a little more money at her to stay.
Maybe. It's almost like the Rhea Ripley thing right now. Like, no one knows that the behind the scenes with Rhea, like she's fighting to get Buddy back on the roster of WWE. And she even made a threat that she'll just go to AEW with him if he can't come to WWE, which will be disgusting for her career. But
I mean, I don't think Samantha, like, let's be real, she's at the end of the day, she's a ring announcer. Like, WWE can find another bad bitch ring announcer.
No, they can't, because they tried and they don't have the same chemistry like her. Like, she does a little bit more than just the ring announcements, bro. Like, she doesn't do no backstage work or anything, but like for the company itself, they use her as a face for other things.
Yeah, I get it. She's likable. Like, she has a natural likability. Yeah, I get you on that. But I think that's something that they're not going to throw like an extra $1 million on her contract if she's like, I want to go. I think they'll just be like, all right, we'll just find another one.
I don't know, bro, because like
they'll take her. They like her enough that if she leaves and goes to AEW, they'll take her back if she comes back. I think that's how much.
If she's the only ring announcer out of how many they have, males and females, that her page is dedicated to WWE.
She's a real fan.
She's a real fan, and she's a part of the foundation, like the WWE the organization foundation. So
is she one of those that she has like pictures of her when she's like 13 taking a picture with The Rock or something? Like one of those.
She has those. And she does stories about, on this day I went to this event and saw these two wrestle, and like she does those things too. So
okay, so beyond the surface of what she does in the ring and on TV, there's more to it. Like, she's an ambassador kind of deal.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
She's Big E. She's the woman Big E.
Okay, I could see that. I could see that.
When there's other times where wrestlers are going to like Monday, Good Morning America, or do other interviews outside of wrestling, she's usually there with them and does the announcement for them to go on. Even fucking,
You know what she is? She's everything that Cody wishes Brandy was.
yeah, she is. There's a face to wrestling, there's a face to WWE, and then there's a voice for WWE, and she's now became the official voice. Like they even did a game update and put her as a fucking announcer in 2K with her likeliness and her voice and everything.
Like a full model of
her, bro. Yeah. They mopapped her. They mopapped her in the game, bro. They're gonna give her the $1 million, bro. If they give Cody the tour bus, she's getting the $1 million, bro.
Okay, I mean, if she's doing that much on the outside, then I could see her being a bigger asset than even what her talent is.
Right.
And she sings too, right? She's a singer.
Yeah, she sings.
Yeah, so they love that too. That's why they loved Lillian so long.
And when she takes pictures with Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, it's just delicious, bro.
Yeah.
Because they all show their ass.
I just want to see her by herself. Oh, they all show ass?
Yeah, they all show ass.
Oh, that might. I mean, I want to see it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a faggot. It's not my girlfriend.
And they put her intros in certain wrestlers' music. 89 J Stubbs, that's it.
I could see her like eventually maybe doing like even voiceovers for video packages and shit.
Yeah.
They'd probably have her do that. All right. Well, yeah, I think they're obviously playing her into storylines too. I wouldn't be surprised if they were like they loved what she did, because she did play that pretty well. It was a little overacting.
Yeah, when she cried for Cody.
No, not that. That was cringeworthy, and he made her redo the announcement.
Yeah. Can you say that one more time for me, Samantha?
Yeah, he said it with a tear in his eye.
Yeah.
Fucking homo. I hate him. But when she did the thing where she was taking Ricochet to the ambulance.
Yeah, she did. It was a little bit much. I mean, she's an announcer. She's not an actor.
Yeah. I think WWE would rather you overact like her than underact like Mama Rhodes.
Like Mama Rhodes, yeah. Hot takes say, boy, you use the F word frequently, bro.
Yeah.
What, faggot?
A lot of them.
Yeah, that's.
We use a lot of.
Welcome to Kayfabe Kartel. Powered by Misfit Nation Podcast. Go check it out.
Yeah, go check out Misfit Nation. That's even.
If you thought
we're holding back.
We have a chance on this page.
Oh fuck! We didn't get demonetized yet.
Yeah.
On this one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we could probably just wrap it there. Yeah.
Yeah. What else did we miss? Anything? We talked about Otis and Gabriel testimony. Oh, we didn't get over Drew quits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Could you? I have to go. I have family in town. I have to go do something real quick.
All right.
Just hang on for a second and we'll come back and talk about it.
Well, matter of fact, I'll just start talking about the Money in the Bank. I'll do the Money in the Bank segment.
Yeah, you have your thing with that.
Yeah.
So go ahead. I'll jump in at some point.
All right. So with Money in the Bank coming up, that's the next PLE. I wanted to go over every winner and decide if they're a right person for the match or not. I'm only doing the men's because we don't really care about women like that. So I'm going to start off with WrestleMania years, which was the 21 through 26. 2005, I believe Edge was the winner, and I believe they got that right. It was 100% he should be the winner. It was right. 2006 was RVD. They got it right again with RVD. In 2007 was Mr. Kennedy. Despite how it ended going, he was the right winner for that year. For 2008, it was CM Punk, where I believe they got it wrong. I think it was too soon for Punk then. Even though I like CM Punk, Jeff Hardy was the best bet for that year. But in 2009, when CM Punk again won it, he got it right that year. He finally was a main eventer at that point. They had it right. But where they fucked up was 2010, putting Jack Swagger as the winner. It was just wrong because Christian at that time, I don't give a fuck what Vince said. He didn't like his face, thought he was ugly. Christian should have been a winner of that year. After that, Money in the Bank became its own pay-per-view. So 2010, Kane won for SmackDown and Miz won for Raw. I was fine with Miz. He was a great heel at the time. Kane was on his last run as a champion, so I give it that too for Kane. So it wasn't that bad of a pick for that year. 2011 was Daniel Bryan for SmackDown and Del Rio for Raw. Bryan was 100% right choice because that was the yes year. That year was the year that it was Daniel Bryan's year. Del Rio was the wrong choice. I believe they should have chose. Who did I believe they should have chose for that? It should have actually been R-Truth because he was super over as a heel that year. That was the little Jimmy year. They should have gave it to R-Truth. Dolph Ziggler was 2012 for SmackDown and John Cena for Raw. Of course, we all believe that Ziggler was the right choice. Cena, I don't have an issue with it. It's just because it was Cena. Cena was just a choice given. He's always going to be a choice when they don't have another choice. For 2013, it was Sandow for SmackDown and Orton for Raw. I believe Sandow was the wrong choice. Believe it or not, guys, I believed instead of Sandow, it should have been Cody at that time. Cody as a mid-card was actually giving more shine then than he is now as a champion. So they should have gave it to Sandow. Anytime Randy wins, it was the right choice. So I'm going to give it to Randy.
I got to jump in real quick. I was a huge Sandow mark.
I
love Sandow. I want Sandow to come back.
But it was a wrong choice for the Money in the Bank winner, bro. I'm sorry.
I don't remember the year and what happened, but I was always big on
Sandow. It was 2013.
Being the guy.
Yeah, it was 2013 for Sandow's win.
So I'll jump.
2014 was Seth Rollins. Perfect fit. The whole Shield thing went down. He was perfect. The way he ran out, cashed in, all of that was perfect. Sheamus was 2015. He was the wrong pick. It should have been Roman at that time. Roman should have turned heel then, cashed in on Dean Ambrose, and then he should have won the belt in Survivor Series or something to that nature, and then it would have showed that all three Shield people at the time. I know Crishaun's going to come back for this one because 2017 was Baron Corbin. Wrong choice. I don't have to go any further than that. Baron Corbin was the wrong choice. It should have been AJ Styles. Corbin lost his cash into Mahal.
Should have been Baron Corbin this year, baby. I'm saying 2024.
Corbin lost to Jinder Mahal, bro. Styles should have won that shit. He should have cashed in and won the shit, bro. It should have been AJ. For 2018, it was Braun Strowman. Despite how stupid his cash in was, it was the right call at the time. 2019 was a fucking bomb year. They made it Brock Lesnar as the winner. It was the biggest mistake they could ever made. Brock Lesnar never needs a Money in the Bank briefcase to win a fucking belt. That man, Brock Lesnar, comes in, squashes the champion, gets the belt every fucking time. So why he needed the Money in the Bank, God only knows. The next year, right?
We got the Brock party, baby. Remember? He came out with the briefcase.
That shit was stupid, bro. He did not need the fucking case, bro. 2020 pandemic year was Otis. It was a poor decision. It should have been Aleister Black or something like that, because at least at that time during the pandemic, he was better choice. 2021 was Big E. They got it right with that one. Cashed in was the winner. Great. This is where it kind of got for next year was Austin Theory. It was the wrong decision. I believe it should have been Sami Zayn. That was the Bloodline year with Sami. So him having the Money in the Bank and Bloodline having all the fucking gold, it would have just been a chef kiss for that year for Bloodline, and they did not execute that right. And you made Austin get a fucking lowered title belt with the shit. It was whack. Dumb as shit. And then the last one was Damian Priest. I believe that was the right decision. He's the champion now. They cashed in pretty decent. I appreciate Damian Priest as 23's Money in the Bank winner. So out of all the years, I would have changed about 9 winners in history of the matches. And honestly, that's not bad considering how we feel about wrestling for some time. So, yeah. So let me read some of these comments.
Interesting list.
Yeah.
I actually, because I was listening backstage, I couldn't really disagree with a lot of it, except for the Sandow one. I think that was maybe at the time. I don't remember what year that was.
Yeah, Sandow was Sandow, Elias, and all of them were rude. All of them were there. They were good. They were good for what they were. They were the filler mid-carders that we were missing out since the Attitude Era. They were doing their job. I don't think he should have won, though. Because Sandow would have done the whole Austin Theory thing too. Would have been a mid-card belt.
I have to disagree only because it would have been bigger than Austin Theory at least. Because Sandow, if you remember, he was fucking over at that point.
Yeah, Elias was over too.
Yeah, he was at one point.
Wade Barrett was over that year too. They had other choices they could have went with.
I'd argue that Sandow was more over than Elias. Because he didn't need a guitar and fucking sing songs and do all that stuff, but
he needed a scarf and a and a douche attitude.
he was amazing on the mic.
You just liked him because he was a fucking realist dickhead, bro. That's why you liked it.
Yes. You're welcome. All right. Well, let's talk about this year's Money in the Bank then. Did you wait? Did you want to go through comments? You said.
Yeah, I was just looking through the comments real quick.
Go on, I'll let you do that, and then. And meanwhile, drop your comments on who you think will win. Maybe give your participants because they haven't built it yet.
Peter Ortiz, he said LA Knight's going to win this year. Hot Take said Dean Ambrose should have won instead of Seth. Honestly, this year, if it's not LA Knight as the winner, let's give it to Jey Uso. Those are the only two that I care to see with the.
All right, well,
belt more than the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah, so far he's the only one that's qualified.
Yeah.
Chad Gable, well, we know what's going on there. Maybe that was just a red herring, but he called out that he was going to win Money in the Bank. Seth Rollins made his return and claimed his stake,
yeah,
at the Money in the Bank.
89 J Stub says Finn. That would actually be interesting if Finn wins, bro.
That would be great, actually.
That will bring back the life the Judgment Day storyline if Finn wins. Because it's being reversed this year. Because you remember Damien, he was staring at Damien like, "Oh, you cashing in? No, you trying to cash you with your briefcase out? What you doing?"
That makes a lot of sense. Because then they're all that'll play into the storyline of them splitting eventually. Finn is also. I don't know what his motivation is, which he's doing a really good job at, like being that like sort of sneaky motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm liking Finn now. I used to hate the motherfucker, but he did the thing where he took the key card, and I don't think they really explained what he did with it.
He went and fucked Bliss. He went and fucked Liv Morgan in the hotel room.
I'm kind of getting the feeling that he might be like part of the whole thing, like
with Morgan.
With Morgan, he's like making her do it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's sort of intriguing in that. I guess in that whole Dom Liv thing, I'm more intrigued at what Finn's doing.
Hey, if you're intrigued on somebody's doing something in the storyline, that means the storyline's working.
It's something. It's at least something. Yeah,
it's something. Maybe that's their whole thing now, to throw us in the loop. We're so focused on Dominique and her that it's freaking Finn the whole time.
I wish they didn't like spoon feed us though. The thing with the hotel card where they had Pat McAfee literally do a fucking replay, John Madden replay with it.
Yeah,
it's like, look, the key card. Finn took it. It's like, all right, Jesus Christ. I'd rather that even be just like something somebody points out on the internet. And they
J Stuff says that Liz and Finn will be the champs. Then they're together in the revenge tour, baby.
Power couple.
Yeah.
Maybe that is what the whole revenge tour thing means.
Misfit ranks that he went in Dominique's mask and smashed her in the hotel room. I believe that too. On the bandana over his face, and he went in there.
I'll put that one up on the screen. But yeah, Liz and Finn will be champs. Power couple storyline coming.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad mix if they keep letting Finn be entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess we're looking at maybe. You think maybe they put a Dragon Lee in there?
Yeah, they're gonna have some flippadooey since Ricochet won't be there.
Yeah, Ricochet is probably going to be out. They're
Pretty
probably
sure
pissed
you'll
at
see
that.
someone like Kofi in there too. Like they'll just throw him in there because it's a ladder match. You know, there's ladder specialties wrestlers, bro. So Kofi's one of them.
Yeah. Maybe what would you think they'll put like a no, they're in the tag team. I was gonna say Austin Theory again, but
No, they wouldn't put.
I'm just thinking of people
unless they break up this week. He might, or they might both be inducted into the match, which leads to the breakup.
They fuck it up for each other.
They fuck it up for each other. They both lose, and then they're embarrassing, and they fucking hate each other.
Yeah, Pete Ortiz says LA Knight, but with that whole Finn storyline, that sounds like a better option, to be honest.
To be honest, bro, I'm sorry to say it. As much as I fucking love LA Knight, LA Knight's just in a continuous abyss of nothing, bro. If the most LA might get is a shot against Logan and take the fucking title from Logan if Logan doesn't sign his next contract.
He'll probably be the one to take it from Logan.
Yeah, because it's time for Logan to get rid of that belt. Because at this moment, they're just going to give him a long streak range without defenses. Right?
See, the problem is LA Knight might be too entertaining for his own good, because it's almost like they throw him into these things and he's like, he makes it work. It's almost like they're taking credit for his work, where they're like, see, I told you, we know what we're doing.
If you don't really notice about Logan's main event matches is never against his title. It's always against the heavyweight title. He never defends his belt. I think the last time he defended it was Kevin Owens.
It is a mid-card title.
Yeah. He's a mid-carder. Well, he's still a mid-carder, right? Stop throwing him in main events. I respect him as a rookie, and he did his thing, bro, but stop putting him such shine over other people that... Give it to LA Knight. Just give the US title to LA Knight, since y'all don't want to give him anything else.
LA Knight needs something like that. He needs a title. I think LA Knight definitely needs. He's a wrestler that needs a belt.
Needs a belt. Yeah, he needs a belt to solidify his placement in WWE history.
Yes. Because then he'll just be another fucking blip.
Yeah, he'll become a blip real quick.
Well, like it'll be like, oh man, that guy had so much promise.
And after like 2-3 weeks of not seeing him, sometimes I start developing the blip in my head already that he's. Then I see him again, I go, oh shit, LA Knight. I forget.
Yeah. You remember that guy?
I only remember LA Knight because my 6-year-old is a big wrestling fan now, and if I don't hear him go LA Knight, I don't really remember he's around.
It gets to the point with a guy like LA Knight where the fans like. They don't lose faith in him, but they lose faith in the booking, where it's like, they're never going to make him champion. They're never going to do this. They're never going to do that. And then, he's also one of those guys, like I said, it's like with Cody. He's never going to touch Cody because he'll outshine Cody.
Kill Cody.
He'll destroy him.
Yeah.
So he's that's why I said he might be too entertaining for his own good, where it's like they looked at what he did with Wyatt.
Cody only has one more person that he could go against before they're going to be flipping tables trying to figure out what the fuck to do next with Cody. And that's Solo. Solo's the last person Cody could go against and win. And then after that is, bro, there's no one else you're going to go against you should be winning.
They did have a little bit of a standoff, I think, on SmackDown, or...
I feel like they might have, like, Jay Stubbs said it, and I believe it too. I believe that they're going to have a Solo and Cody, and Roman stop Solo.
I see.
Yeah.
Well,
Roman also unfollowed Solo on Instagram and Twitter.
Oh yeah, I saw that. By the way, did you see that SmackDown? Their ratings, they got the lowest ratings of 2024.
Oh no, I did not see that.
Yeah,
I believe it though. Fucking Cody, bro.
Cody, that's what I'm telling you. It's them, not even just Cody. It's them. It's Cody being a shitty champion. And it's also them getting rid of the best storyline they had.
We went to a SmackDown in February this year, and it was fucking great. That was before WrestleMania.
Right before WrestleMania.
Right before WrestleMania. And that was great. Everything we were getting right there was great. After 40, I have no disbelief that they were the lowest fucking rating.
Is it just me, or is Raw almost becoming the better show?
Raw was always the better show, and then there was a season where SmackDown took over because it just put everybody from Raw on SmackDown, so SmackDown could get better ratings
when they were on Fox.
Yeah, but
SmackDown has always been the better show since like fucking Paul Heyman days.
It was for us, it was the better watching show, but rating wise, it was Raw.
Raw was always getting bigger ratings.
They had to finally put a belt on SmackDown, a big belt, and get some bigger names from Raw to go over to SmackDown, and it became.
No. What I'm saying though is even from my standpoint, I'm starting to enjoy watching Raw more than SmackDown.
Oh yeah, nowadays it is more entertaining. The only reason why we watched SmackDown for the last 3-4 years was because of the Bloodline.
The Bloodline.
That was the only reason. Bloodline's not there now. We're going back to Raw.
And I'll be honest, there was a lot of SmackDowns during that time where I was just watching Bloodline stories.
It was just Bloodline.
I would watch the show, but I was like skipping. Like this shit is just garbage.
It was just for the Bloodline.
Yeah.
Then Randy Orton returned, went to SmackDown. Then it became okay. And then we realized they're not really doing that with Randy. We don't want to see much with Randy. It just became that again, right? So it's.
And then once
I'm telling you, they're running out of options. All these people are getting old. They're starting to hit legend deals, bro. Like they're not the same wrestlers no more. You need to put these NXT people up.
Again, just to tie it into this conversation, like who do they put Cody against next besides Solo? Because I do think they might go that direction.
That's it. That's the only person, unless it's Randy.
But I think even people would cheer Randy over.
People would cheer Randy, and then he would beat Randy, and people will probably get disgusted.
Turn against it. Yeah. That's why I'm telling you, they're being very careful. And I think that careful thing is starting to like lose the people. Because I'm starting to see it more and more where if you remember when we did our first video of why we didn't like Cody as champion, we got a lot of backlash for it. And now I'm going through like Twitter and everybody's like, Cody's boring. Cody sucks. It's literally what I said. 3 months, you'll all be agreeing with us.
Yeah.
And it was literally 3 months. And half of the people are starting. But he's still getting amazing pops. I don't get it.
I don't know if it's the crowd anymore, bro. It's recordings, bro.
You think they're recording the whoa?
I know they recorded the whoa into that shit now. Why no? YouTube has one out. If you put Cody Rhodes theme song, and when it gets to the whoa, you hear the crowd whoaing with it.
They added it. At fucking in Scotland, they queued that shit like 40 times. Like, come on, do it. Whoa, please.
And honestly, that was the weakest return for CM Punk too in Clash of Clans. I forgot to mention that too.
Oh my god, bro. I think I don't like CM Punk after all these years. I hate him again. He never got back. I mean, people have been kind of mad at that.
People. From what I heard is our camera angle showed him coming like from the side and do it, so it's supposed to not know who it is at first.
Yeah,
but everybody's seen him going in the ring. And they knew it was him, but they're like, "Why? What the fuck's he doing? Like, why is he like?" It wasn't a great. Oh my god, CM Punk!
Yeah,
it wasn't the time.
But they had to know that was gonna happen. It's Scotland. They all wanted to see Drew win.
Yeah,
and let's be real. Also, Damian is kind of boring as a champion as well. It's like, all right,
El Champion,
but he says campion.
Campion,
yeah. Like I want him to do better. I want to like Damian, but I'm just bored with it. I'm almost bored with all their champions right now. Like I thought I would have like been more entertained with R-Truth and Miz.
No, none of them. Every title is boring now.
Every title.
Where the fuck is the cruiserweight title?
I think they got rid of that shit. They got rid of that shit. They let Enzo take it home with them.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody watches Speed, do they?
No.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think they made Andrade the new Speed champion.
Yeah,
Andrade bores me.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing with Speed. Speed is not. I don't even care to even give it time. Like usually I say give it time. I don't care for speed.
You can't give it time. It's speed.
It's speed. 3-minute matches. It's as fast as it goes, baby.
You literally can't give it any more time.
I just don't get how the reason why I don't like speed is they put these motherfuckers in the ring that usually do 10 to 15-minute matches, and now they shorten it to 3.
Right.
Now their moves are, what is it? Did they put the handicap up so their moves are more effective?
I'll be honest. I wish they reversed it. And
I watched the super kick get a 3 count in a speed match.
Wow. That's what I'm saying. I wish they reversed it and actually gave the TV matches less time and put the longer matches on fucking the internet where it belongs, where people would actually want to watch it. I bet you that would actually be more successful. Like the internet nerds who want to watch 15, 20-minute matches, go ahead, have at it.
Go have at it, yeah. But
we're gonna.
Well, no, because that breaks the structure of a wrestling scheduling, bro. Because it'd be like you get a 20-minute, but you get a 10. You get a 5, you get a 6.
No, but
they're just not getting it right anymore with who get the timing in the ring.
I'm not saying that matches on Raw should all be 3 minutes. I'm just saying like they should like dedicate maybe 5 minutes. Because then why do we want to watch them wrestle at a pay-per-view if we've seen them wrestle for fucking 3 hours accumulative throughout the week?
Throughout the week, yeah. I guess
it's like I saw like fucking 12 Ricochet matches this month. So let me watch him on a PLE. Why?
Because you saw him for 12 matches straight. He deserves a PLE at that time.
And then he does the same shit on the PLE that he does. It's like all of them, though. All of them. I'm not just singling out Ricochet.
Bro, we used to get on old school wrestling fans would get on move sets, limited move sets. Have you not noticed that all these wrestlers nowadays have limited move sets?
Bro, I think
they
that
expect to have a match and it's supposed to be exciting if we know what's coming next.
I think that was old school in the sense that like old school 2005 is now old school.
It's now old school.
I
guess
think
that's what it is.
We're talking pre-old school where they didn't give a fuck about that. It was just entertain me. I don't care if you do body slams all night. Brock Lesnar doing 16 German suplexes to Cena. That was amazing to me.
It's because it was Brock Lesnar.
But I'm saying like it was literally one move throughout the whole match.
The whole match.
And it was great.
Mind you, he squashed Goldberg with that same moveset.
Right. So it's just I don't. Yeah, it's like that's the thing is they're not playing. I think it's not old school that cared about that. I think it was the fans back then. It was the old school hipsters. Old school hipsters. They've always been hipsters.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Meltzer during the fucking Attitude Era was mad.
Big hips. Mad at bras and panty matches. Because it wasn't wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. That's the first time I heard of Dave Meltzer. And I automatically called him a fag because I was like, you're mad at bra and panty matches?
If you remember, though, on like Raw and SmackDown matches back in the day, used to never have a conclusive ending. It was always disqualifications, run-ins, this and that happens. They have too many conclusive endings where it's like, all right, I know who's the better man here. Why am I watching another match?
Back in the day, I used to scream at my TV screen when I saw the little copyright come on the bottom of the screen. I'm like, no, it's over now. It's about to end. Fuck, no, it's still more to go. I can't wait till next week. Now I'm sitting there waiting for it. I'm like, all right, come on. Come on, copyright.
And then when it happens at the end of it, when I see that thing, I look like fucking Tiger Woods.
When I see it now, I'm like, all right, I just change the channel immediately. I don't even wait to hear what they... It's still going on. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. If I miss something, I'll catch it online. Fuck it.
But then it's like at this point, because I was like, I watched all of Raw this week because I was like, okay, I don't want to get like caught off guard when the Uncle Howdy thing happens. I actually want to be surprised by it, how you're supposed to. And I could have just fast forwarded to the end of the show, like I thought it was going to happen.
What, bro? They need to start doing. They need to start going out of the side of the box, bro. They should have started the show with the destruction and everybody at the end of it. Like every match is either they're fucked up and they come back out and whoop their ass too. Or
They're coming out bleeding, and
almost
taped
like
up
the
and shit.
Invasion. You remember one episode
Yeah.
of the Invasion? They came out from the jump. Vince started to talk and they came out, fucked the ring up, and for the rest of the night they're just fucking shit up. No one's getting
nothing. No match got ended right. Like it was by the end of the night, you were like, all right, they got to get these motherfuckers.
Yeah, someone
Like,
ran over Stone Cold. Stone Cold was whooping ass to him. Nigga was coming in the middle of matches, like he didn't give a fuck. He
Yeah, you basically
stop. Stunner.
you were getting Stone Cold every segment at that
Every
point.
segment. I was watching that episode like, oh come on, all right, Stone Cold, come out now. It's your time.
Do you remember Royal Rumble '98 when Austin did he was the marked man, where he what do you call? Well, they did that for '99 too.
99 too, yeah.
He attacked like pretty much interrupted in every single match on Raw and SmackDown leading up to Royal Rumble, and he attacked everybody. And then by the time his music hit on the Royal Rumble, everybody stopped fighting each other and waited for him to come out.
That's how they did it, bro. They're fucking up big time, bro. Are y'all hiring?
Hey, please, I'll fucking write something.
I will dedicate my life to write for WWE if they let me.
Oh,
listen
my God.
to us, please. Someone. If y'all, anybody out there listening to us right now, if you have any connection, I don't care if they suit the floors of the arenas. Give us their contact information. We need to get in there, bro. We need to get in there.
I don't even want to write. I would want to be the guy that goes, no, fucking pull the trigger. Now's the time.
I want to be a controller, not a writer.
I want to go. I would love to go in there and go, listen, I know you guys love Cody. It's not working. No. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It's not working.
Oh, I've been in this
got
company for how many years? I know rest. No, you obviously don't.
Bruce, shut the fuck up.
Matter of fact, fire him. Bruce, it's time to go. I love you, bro, but it's time. Every dog has its day.
I'd send Bruce to NXT
5 years ago.
Go work for Sean.
Yes. Fucking terrible when Sexy Red could go out to NXT and do a better job at shit than half these people on the main roster.
It's crazy when Sexy Red comes out, makes an entrance, and cuts a promo exactly like every other black woman on the roster. They all just have the same prototype.
But to be honest, I appreciate it more with Sexy Red because she is just an average black woman. These women are actually athletes that's supposed to entertain us, and you're doing the same shenanigans.
Doing the same shit.
Yeah.
Same shit. It's almost like when I watch, because I always think about you whenever I see black wrestlers dancing. And my argument with you is that they choose to do that. It's not and I'll tell you how I know. Anytime Kofi is in the background, like in Xavier's cutting his part of the promo, Kofi's doing fucking TikTok dance moves the whole time.
He's getting told to do it. They got to stay relevant. Kofi has to be young, bro. So why not shake my hips like a fucking TikToker?
It's like stop. I think it's a tick. I think it's a black tick.
Well, it's not a black tick, and I'm gonna leave this segment for the main show. But all black people are on the spectrum. I'm just leaving it as that. I'll go more into detail on Misfit Nation podcast, but I'm gonna leave it with the banger of all black people's on the spectrum.
This just in,
we all stem out,
all blacks are retarded.
They all stem out, bro, and they stem out with music. Like there's no music going on; it's in their head, and they just start. You see black people, they get food.
I watch, yeah. It's always a dance going, waiting for the microwave.
Yo. It's a stem, bro. They're stemming out, bro. It's a part of the spectrum. Not saying they're retarded. This is part of the spectrum, bro.
It's tarting out a little bit.
It's stemming out. I'm gonna say stemming.
Stemming out.
Yeah.
Like for instance, I watched this interview with. I didn't watch it. It was like a short on YouTube, but it's Young Thug, and the interview goes, "Does anybody ever misconstrue your lyrics?" And he's like, "All the time." And it's like, you're Young Thug. You like basically speak a different language.
He had to say
Nobody
all the
can
time,
understand
he
you.
knows it was a RICO case going on. None of my shit I say is what y'all think it is, right? Yeah, I said I killed the nigga, but I meant we killed the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I said he's killing.
Killing the nigga.
Not no, like killing.
Like
killing
y'all took
it.
kill metaphorically. I'm talking about like theologically killing, bruh.
No, he was talking about how people like they think he's saying something, but he's not. And he was talking about how they like on Rap Genius, they'll
That's true though.
They'll say his lyrics wrong, but it's
There's
like
some shit I've seen and I hear it, and I know he didn't say it. And Rap Genius will say he says something else, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, but I think it's because he's like he mumbles everything.
He mumbles.
He can't.
Because one song he said, "I feel it," and they're like, "Did he just say he feel dick?" No, he said, "I feel it, bro." Like I heard it, bro. Y'all are adding way different, more letters to what he just said, bro.
Exactly. It's like not even enough syllables.
Yeah.
All right, let's. I think we can get out of here. Did we?
We
wrap
covered
up everything.
Yeah,
that was a lot. Okay, so all right. Anything to promo there?
You can follow me on IG if you need anything customized. Follow Trades, TRADEZ Customs with an S. If you live in South Florida and you're looking for something good to eat, Foodies 954 is open too, so go check them out as well. And also you see my stuff in the back. You see that I'm in my studio. We're doing a remote. That means Wonderland is about to become back, baby. Y'all are going to join me back in Wonderland. So you can follow me on YouTube at Wonderland. WUNDALAND.
Construction on Wonderland is almost done.
Yeah.
I see.
Y'all see the beautiful stuff back there.
I see it back there. Yeah. You're just giving us a little taste. A
little taste. It still goes back further this way. I don't know if I just don't. There's more there. I just don't want to,
I was gonna say, I was wondering why it was like just a little corner
in
there, but I feel you. Don't reveal everything.
I'm not, can't give you all everything at once.
Nice.
I don't fuck on the first date.
Oh man. All right. Well, you can follow you can follow me on X at Crishaun the Don. Get all my wrestling takes, political takes, all that shit there. Or we, really just posting stuff that we're gonna probably cover on the show. The main show, that's Misfit Nation at Misfit Nation on YouTube. Go subscribe. Subscribe here if you haven't.
Yeah,
because we got I'm sure most people are subscribed, but if you haven't subscribed to our channel, we'll be doing some more wrestling content. We got some stuff planned. We just gotta get the time to do it. So
yeah,
you know how it goes. But yes, I don't think we're gonna be doing a main show this week on Misfit Nation, but still subscribe so you can get the show.
Go watch all the old videos. We have a lot of videos up. Go check it out, man.
Mad footages. All right, and we're out of here.
Oh, let's just shout out the chat.
Oh, the chat. Yes.
Yeah. So we had Rican Reactions. Like he was in the building. PUWF. Part of PUWF was in the building. We had Platinum Ham.
Oh, sorry. Platinum Ham.
89
J Stubbs.
Yes, and Hot Take Tuesdays, Misfit Ranks, and Peter Ortiz was in the chat as well.
Yes. We're always seeing some new guys in here, so go ahead and subscribe if you haven't.
Oh, Misfit Ranks, Kita Ora. I had to make sure you said
Ora. Yes. All right. Well, we're out of here, and don't forget, run.
You want to be in front of the cartel?
Ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the studio, they are the most dangerous podcast in sports entertainment. Crishaun the Don and Wunda from Kayfabe Kartel.
You're staying. You belong to the cartel now.